From the WYLN studios in Hazleton, Pennsylvania, WYLN Evening Edition at 5:30 starts right now.
Good evening. It's Friday, March 11th, 2016. I'm Paula Degnan in for Ann Gownley. 7.5 to 15 years in prison. That's the sentence for Dr. Stephanie Tarapchak of Ashland. She was found guilty last October of illegally prescribing painkillers to patients who were drug dependent, in effect running a pill mill from her office. Several of those patients overdosed. One died. The sentence handed down by Lackawanna County Senior Judge John Braxton. Mahanoy City Police arrested a woman on several drug charges. Crystal Kettledge was found in possession of multiple controlled substances, scales, syringes, and other paraphernalia. She's facing charges of possession of a controlled substance, possession with intent to deliver, and related counts. Tonight, she is behind bars in the Schuylkill County Prison on these charges and a probation violation. Wilkes-Barre has changed a drug ordinance. Starting today, if you're found to be in possession of drug paraphernalia, you'll be hit with a summary offense, not a misdemeanor. City Council voted 5-0 to pass the second and final reading of that ordinance. A summary offense is issued at the discretion of the arresting officer. The city says police will consider things such as a criminal background of the offender and whether they'd be facing more serious charges. City officials said they decided to reduce the offense in order to put money into the city. All fines collected for summary offenses stay within the city, while a majority of fines for misdemeanors go to the Commonwealth. The maximum penalty for a summary conviction is a $300 fine. Defaulting on the payment could land an offender in jail for 90 days. Governor Tom Wolf has accepted the resignation from a Hazleton general. State Adjutant General James Joseph was appointed by the governor last year. The resignation comes 2 months after James was placed on paid leave without an explanation. He worked for the Hazleton Police Department from 1978 to 1996. The administration has given no reason for the resignation. Deputy General Anthony Corelli is now serving as interim. A nationwide charitable organization has fired 2 of its top executives for questionable spending. The Wounded Warrior Project fired CEO Stephen Nardizzi and COO Al Jordan yesterday for allegations that the two spent millions of dollars on lavish expenses. A CBS News report uncovered that only 60% of the foundation's money actually went to helping wounded veterans. Over the past 4 years, the organization has raised more than $800 million. According to the Charity Evaluator website, Charity Navigator, the project received a low rating for the percentage of the budget that actually goes to its direct services. Casey McCleven stopped a police officer in Nesquehoning Borough and asked a question. Now, the man is behind bars in the Schuylkill County Jail. State police at Frackville say the 22-year-old approached the officer in that Carbon County community and asked about his, McCleven's, wanted status. When the officer checked, it was determined that McCleven was wanted on an outstanding warrant for failing to register in Shenandoah Borough as a Megan's Law registrant. A Pottsville man was arrested for drug possession yesterday in Schuylkill County. 42-year-old Marcus Tyrone Anderson was stopped by police on Trolley Street in Blythe Township for suspicious activity. An investigation by state police at Frackville revealed that he was in possession of drug paraphernalia. Charges were filed in district court. Time now for a first look at our forecast. More parades this weekend, so everyone wants to know if there's rain. Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacik is in the Weather Center with the details. What do you say, Joe?
Well, I say overall, not too bad of a weekend in store for our area, and not too bad for our Friday as we end our work week. Things not looking bad for traveling over the next few hours. No weather-related problems to contend with. And as you can clearly see, really nothing going on throughout northeastern Pennsylvania. Temperature-wise, past 24 hours have been very mild. We got 60s and even some 70s as you head toward southeastern Pennsylvania. But right now, things have cooled down compared to where they have been. 49 in New Angola, 57 in Berwick, 60 degrees in Bloomsburg, 57 in Monomoy City, and 60 degrees in Danville. We'll talk about that weekend forecast and what we can expect coming up in just a few. Paula?
Thanks, Joe. Coming up next, one area police chief is back on the job. Political party numbers in the state are changing, and an invitation to join us in Wilkes-Barre on Sunday. Stay tuned.
You're watching WYLN News with Ann Gownley, Gary Perna, Julie Stefanovich, Paula Degnan, Chief Videographer Mike Lula, weather with meteorologist Joe Garbacik, and sports with Eric DeBerardinis.
S.J. Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi Electric, Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call S.J. Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
Hello, I'm Paul Esposito Jr. from Victoria's Candies. My family has been serving the Hazleton and surrounding area since 1934. Our secret family recipes and time-tested techniques of making fine candy have made Victoria's Candies your choice for nearly 4 generations. We specialize in Easter baskets and hollow-filled eggs, and we make our own chocolate molds, like the Easter Bunny, the Last Supper, the Cross, an iPod, a cell phone, or a guitar, just to name a few. Shop where the Easter Bunny shops, Victoria's Candies.
David Sochik is back as Edwardsville's police chief, even if Borough Council doesn't want him. Sochik was fired a year ago after council said he abandoned his post while on duty, but an arbitrator ordered him rehired. The arbitrator ruled that while Sochik had committed a serious violation deserving of a tough penalty, a year without pay was tough enough. The arbitrator required Edwardsville to rehire Sochik at full seniority, but without back pay, and that the time off be viewed as a disciplinary suspension. 46,000 people have changed parties from Democrat to Republican since the start of the year. That's the total across Pennsylvania. It's a big upturn in GOP membership and directly opposite of what happened in 2008. That's when thousands of Republicans switched parties to Democrat. In both cases, the presidential ticket is getting the credit. In 2008, many Republicans switched to vote for Barack Obama in the Democratic primary. This year, it appears, many Democrats have changed parties to vote for Donald Trump in the Republican primary. Lafayette College in Easton closed early this week and sent students home. It's because of a big stomach virus outbreak on campus. Students have been infected by norovirus. The decision to shut down Lafayette is intended to prevent the highly contagious virus from spreading. The college had said 47 students sought treatment over the weekend for symptoms. Lafayette's president said in an email that the campus will be cleaned and sanitized over the weekend. Last month, more than 200 students reported symptoms of a stomach virus at Ursinus College in Collegeville, prompting cancellation of classes and activities there as well. This Sunday, a sea of green in downtown Wilkes-Barre. It's the 36th annual St. Patrick's Day Parade. Thousands of people are preparing to line the streets Sunday afternoon, and WYLN proud once again to bring you the parade live at 2 o'clock thanks to Service Electric Cable TV and Communications of Wilkes-Barre. I'll be there along with Eric DeBardinis and Ann Gownley as we bring you the parade and speak with those hanging out and watching in the crowd. The parade will also be broadcast several times following the parade on Sunday. Once again, it's the 36th annual Wilkes-Barre St. Patrick's Day Parade this Sunday, March 13th, beginning at 2 o'clock. Coming up next, Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacik will be back in with a full look at our very important parade forecasts. Plus, after last night's Republican presidential debate, WYLN's Ann Gownley spoke with Congressman Lou Barletta on what he thinks about this year's race and what others in Washington are saying. Stay tuned. More news, weather, and sports coming your way only on WYLN.
Hey kids, I'm home.
Dad, it's cold in here.
Oh, it's not cold in here, it's warm in here. Matter of fact, I'm going to turn this down because I got to save money for tax preparation.
Honest Abe's, your tax partner, giving free advice year-round. 310 South Church Street in Hazleton. Call them at 570-861-8297. Don't stress, pay less.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
For over 25 years, Whitetail Preserve Shooting Range, 118 Boulevard Road, Bloomsburg, has provided professionally designed skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields. All stations are handicapped accessible with resident NRA certified shooting instructors on site. There are packages available to fit anyone's budget. Restaurant and catering on site. Our facility is also available for weddings, business meetings, bachelor and private parties. Call 570-384-2314.
Join us this week on Wellness Through Physical Therapy. Tina is going to explain to us what your vestibular system is, how it can make you dizzy, and if you're suffering from some of these symptoms, how he can make you well. It's coming up this week on Wellness Through Physical Therapy. Join us.
A little bit cooler today, but overall not bad temperature-wise for this time of year. And now the days continue to get longer. And don't forget, Saturday night going into Sunday, you're going to have to set your clocks ahead 1 hour, which means it's going to get darker later as we go into our Sunday and Monday and pretty much the rest of this spring and as we get into spring and summer. All right, well, we could say goodbye to those warm temperatures that we've had over the last couple of days. Hello to some cooler temperatures, but still not too bad across our area. No extreme outbreak of cold weather in store for our area anytime soon. We may not even have it anymore until the next round of winter, if you will. Spring's just around the corner, third week of March. It's getting here, slowly but surely. So again, we bring in a little bit of some cooler weather today, but other than that, not a bad day for the most part. Mix of clouds and sunshine. 47 degrees, our live Lehigh Tire conditions outside our station in Hazleton. And since the midnight hour, we did pick up a little bit of some rainfall, picked up about 0.14 of an inch of precipitation. A little bit of a breeze out there, 5 to as much as 10 miles per hour. And that, of course, will make it still feel a little bit colder than what the actual air temperature indicates. Still very mild down toward the south and southeast, still 67 degrees right now in Philadelphia, 66 in Harrisburg, 62 in Selinsgrove, 51 Wilkes-Barre-Scranton International Airport. Cooler in the mountains of the Poconos, Mount Pocono, only 48 degrees, and 61 in State College. In the Wyoming Valley area, temperatures for the most part hanging in the 50s, a little bit of a breeze out there. Satellites, radar, well, really not much going on. It is kind of quiet across the northeast. And tonight, dropping down into the 30s. A little bit chilly out there compared to what we've used to over the last couple of days. As we progress through tomorrow, not looking too bad temperature-wise. Sunday, early in the morning, we should be waking up with temperatures generally in the lower 40s. But tomorrow, a little bit milder, I think, than as we saw today. So overall, nice looking day for our Saturday. I think we'll see sunshine mixed with some clouds. Temperature-wise, pretty nice for this time of year. Extended forecast looking like this, and what we can expect over the next couple of days. So tomorrow looking like a pretty nice looking day, about 55 degrees. Set your clocks ahead an hour as we go into our Saturday night and Sunday morning. And then Sunday, about 53 degrees, chance of a shower, and then some widespread showers come into play for Monday and Tuesday of next week, cooling things down a little bit, and then getting a little bit milder as we go into our Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday of next week. Our daytime Pennsylvania lottery numbers: to pick 208, to pick 3 884, and to pick 4 3383. Pick 5 numbers: 7 6 5 6 0, and the treasure hunt numbers 5 7 14 20 and 27. Stick around, we'll have a lot more for you coming up after these commercial messages.
If you haven't found the perfect fishing getaway, you haven't been to Captain's Cove. Located on Henderson Harbor in upstate New York, Captain's Cove offers a variety of accommodations to please just about anyone. The motel, also located on the harbor, offers a magnificent view. Enjoy free morning coffee, air-conditioned rooms, cable TV, and HBO. The cottage can accommodate up to 8 people with 3 bedrooms, a complete kitchen, washer-dryer, 2 full baths, air conditioning, an outside grill, and picnic table. Call us today for rates and information at 1-800-824-FISH.
Get your green on and join us for the Wilkes-Barre St. Patrick's Day Parade, Sunday, March 13th, live on WILN TV 35. Thousands of spectators, vintage vehicles, local talent, floats, marching bands, and more. The Wilkes-Barre St. Patrick's Day Parade, March 13th, live on WILN TV 35. We're your local network. Watch Off the Beaten Path on WILN TV 35 and discover the Pennsylvania you never knew existed.
The 12th presidential debate is over, and local Republican congressmen speaking out over this year's presidential race. WILN's Ann Gownley has more.
At the CNN debate in Miami last night, GOP candidates Ted Cruz, Donald Trump, Marco Rubio, and John Kasich sparred over immigration, Social Security, and much more. As a member of Congress for 2 terms now, Congressman Lou Barletta has opinions of his own on this year's presidential election and what others are saying in Washington.
This is an election and not a selection. This is not where people in Washington get to pick who they want as their nominee. And what they should be doing is really looking at why Donald Trump is getting as much support in the Republican Party as he is. I think it's sending a message. And rather than looking at that as to why and what they're doing wrong in Washington, they're spending too much time in trying to stop him, which really sends the wrong message to the people that support him, that they don't know what they're doing, or that they're not smart enough to pick the candidate that they want. And this isn't what Washington wants.
Barletta says that he hopes others look into why people are gravitating towards Trump on the Republican ticket and Bernie Sanders on the Democrat ticket. No matter who is chosen on the Republican ticket, however, Barletta says that he will support them and hopes that they do what they need to do as president to protect all Americans.
I'm certainly not going to criticize who anyone else is voting for. I think whoever the Republican nominee is will change the direction of our country again and get people back to work, and we'll have a stronger national security. I mean, if you look at what's happening around the world, Iran is kicking sand in our face. ISIS has grown from a handful of people to armies. They are now here in the United States. Russia is, they're expanding around the Middle East now. North Korea is testing missiles. It seems like the United States is no longer the force or a country that other countries fear. And I think we need to get back to a strong national security, support our military, and get people back to work here.
But what if it goes to a brokered convention? A situation in which no single candidate has secured a majority of delegates prior to the first vote for a political party's presidential candidate at its nominating convention.
I just feel that if the person that has the most delegates going into it, I think there'll be a revolution within the party if we get to a brokered convention and they try to nominate someone else. I just think you're thumbing your nose at the people who have voted just because the establishment doesn't like that person. That's what elections are for, and that's what democracy is all about. So I think there'll be a problem within the party if they try to do anything at the convention other than get behind who the nominee is.
For more information on Congressman Lou Barletta and what he is working on in Washington, you can visit barletta.house.gov. In Hazel Township for WYLN News, I'm Ann Gownley.
Coming up next, Eric DeBerardinis is in with sports here on WYLN and has a look at the remaining high school basketball teams in our area still in the running for the state championship title. Plus, Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacik will have one final look at our forecast. Stay tuned.
We're expanding. WYLN News has a immediate opening for a news reporter and anchor, a multimedia journalist. This is an evening position, a college degree or comparable work experience required. Please send resumes and demo reels to Ann Gownley, News Director, 1057 East 10th Street, Hazleton, Pennsylvania, 18201, or by email news@wylntv.com.
Tune in each week to WYLN TV 35 to watch the #1 Hazleton-based broadcasted television talk show, The Storm, hosted by Tiffany Cloud. Candidates, politicians, community leaders, and more appear on The Storm when they want to be heard. New shows air Wednesdays at 8 p.m. and these additional airtimes. Only on WYLN TV 35. We're your local network.
The numbers keep dwindling. We're down to 64 teams from the state of Pennsylvania still playing basketball. 2 left from the Schuylkill League and 1 from the Wyoming Valley Conference entering tonight's quarterfinals. A lot of people probably surprised the Shenandoah Valley boys are among that group, but the Blue Devils are embracing the role of major underdog, which they definitely will be heading into their quarterfinal matchup versus defending state champ Constitution.
Is that they're from Philly and nobody knows what goes on there. Quite frankly, I think it's wrong, but nevertheless, why not us? All right, we've been an underdog. We were 30-point underdogs at Newman. We're probably 10-point underdogs today. Make us 40-point underdogs on Friday. Who cares? We'll go out and take them.
Oh, I love the underdog role. I hope every team keep thinking we the team to beat and stuff like that, and they nothing. I hope so, because they keep saying that, then we're going to keep punching them in their mouth.
Shenandoah looks to punch Constitution in their mouth tonight at 6 at Milton Hershey High School. Also tonight, the Holy Redeemer girls get powerhouse Newman Goretti. The Saints won the state title last year, beating the Lady Royals in the process. And they're coming off an absolute dominant performance over previously top-ranked Minersville in the second round. Redeemer Goretti tips off at 7:30 from Freedom High School in Bethlehem. And tomorrow, Mahanoy making another trip to Martz Hall, which has really treated the Lady Bears well in recent weeks. Mahanoy won the district championship and then the first round of state playoffs at the Mecca, and now they match up versus Halifax in the quarterfinals. Tip-off set for Saturday at 2:30. NFL quarterback notes from Friday. The Sanchez era is over in Philadelphia. The Eagles trade QB Mark Sanchez to the quarterback-less Denver Broncos for a 7th-round pick in 2017. Also, Johnny Football now without a football team. After just 2 seasons with the Cleveland Browns, they release the former first-round pick and Heisman Trophy winner. Another disgruntled former Heisman Trophy winner, Robert Griffin III, is visiting with the Jets, according to ESPN's Adam Schefter, while New York still plans to re-sign Ryan Fitzpatrick, and ESPN reports 49ers quarterback Colin Kaepernick is interested in joining the Browns. So a busy day across the league. Tonight on Late Edition Sports, we'll have highlights from the state basketball quarterfinals, plus updates from state wrestling. But next, Joe Garbacik is in with a final look at the forecast. Stay tuned.
If you're not in danger and you see a crime, text 274-637, 274-637, 274-637. Send your tip, take them off the street. Text 274-637. Send your tip, take them off the street. No one will know your identity.
Now helping to solve or prevent the crime is just a text away. Text my tips to the word crimes and let the law help you.
WYLN's commitment to the community is undeniable. For many years, we have offered in-kind advertising, volunteer services, and support to area nonprofit organizations and events like the ones listed on your screen. We here at WYLN believe serving the community is an important part of what we do, and our call letters say it all. We're your local network. Thank you for making WYLN your local network.
Hi, I'm Ann Gownley, News Director at WYLN, and being able to volunteer my time and give back to the community in which I work and to those family members of mine who have been struck by cancer, it means so much to give back to the community as a volunteer.
This week on Topic A, I'm joined by Hazleton City Councilman Bobby Gavio. He seems to be the outspoken one on council, the one who doesn't play by the rules. We're going to ask him what he thinks of council and the mayor and what he wants to see happen to move Hazleton into the future and make it a better place for everyone. This week on Topic A, only on WYLN.
Tune in every Sunday night on WYLN from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. for hard-hitting, high-flying, non-stop action as only Pennsylvania Premier Wrestling High Voltage can bring you. That's Pennsylvania Premier Wrestling every Sunday night on WYLN. I'll see you in the ring.
Well, we're quiet across the Northeast throughout the state of Pennsylvania. We'll stay quiet as we head through tonight, and as we head into tomorrow, things shaping up to be pretty nice across our area. And temperature-wise, again, they're not going to be as mild as what we've seen the last couple of days. We know those temperatures were well above average when we had 60s and 70s for this time of year. We're going to replace them with some cooler temperatures, but still not too bad as we head into this upcoming weekend. And you know, there's not been nothing out there. A little bit of some rain earlier today gave us a slight amount, but after that, kind of cleared out quite nicely. Notice skycast precipitation and clouds keeping things dry through tonight, tomorrow, even into tomorrow night. And Sunday, see a little bit of green that may show up. Shower or two. That's about it. I think more of the widespread showers will be here as we go into our Monday and Tuesday of next week. Extended forecast looking like this, and what we can expect the next few days overall. Well, the weekend ain't shaping up to be too bad. Some Patrick's Day's parades tomorrow and Sunday as well. Don't forget, set your clocks ahead an hour Saturday night going into Sunday. May have to deal with a shower or two for Sunday and then some more showers for Monday and Tuesday of next week.
We have Scranton, Pottsville, Williamsport
Quite a
tomorrow
few.
parades. And then on Sunday, Wilkes-Barre, join us, and Jim Thorpe.
Yep, there you have it.
I already wore my green.
You're set.
See, I'm set. You said there's green on the map.
Yeah, of
well,
course, so
it better not
it'll
be down. Coming down green. You have a wonderful rest of the evening, and we certainly hope we'll catch you on Sunday in Wilkes-Barre.